Polar bears, once symbols of playful innocence, are now at stake from climate change's devastating impact. These majestic creatures, perfectly adapted to the Arctic's icy landscape, face a future uncertain. The Arctic, a pristine wilderness, is undergoing rapid transformation. As temperatures rise, sea ice, the polar bear's hunting ground, is melting at an alarming rate. This loss of habitat is forcing polar bears to adapt or perish. Human-caused climate change is endangering the future of polar bears. With only 22,000 remaining, these creatures are struggling to survive as their sea ice habitat disappears. The disruption to the Arctic is detrimental to our world. Humans continue to cause climate change in the Arctic, with the primary cause being greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide being emitted through activities like burning fossil fuels. These fuels are trapping heat in the atmosphere, leading to significantly warmer temperatures in the Arctic region. These decreased temperatures result in melting ice, thawing permafrost, and the disruption of Arctic ecosystems. Polar bears inhabit the frigid Arctic, the northernmost region of Earth. Despite the similar icy conditions, they are not found in Antarctica. Polar bears are highly specialized predators. Their thick fur, large paws, and powerful bodies are perfectly adapted for life on ice. They rely on sea ice to hunt seals, their primary food source. But as the ice recedes, polar bears are forced to spend more time on land where the food is scarce. As the Arctic warms, the melting of sea ice earlier in the year limits their hunting time that would typically be used for them to build up the fat needed to survive the rest of the year. These iconic creatures typically rely on ringed seals that they catch on ice floes offshore. However, as the ice melts due to increased temperatures, they're forced to spend more time on land. On land, polar bears are at a significant disadvantage. Their heavy bodies are not well suited for terrestrial movement, and their diet is limited to berries, vegetation, and occasional bird eggs. This dietary shift can lead to malnutrition and weakened immune systems, making them more vulnerable to diseases. Climate change is not only affecting polar bears, it's disrupting the entire Arctic ecosystem. As sea ice disappears, other marine species such as seals and fish are also at risk. This ripple effect can have far-reaching consequences for the Arctic food web. The fate of these creatures hangs in the balance. As the Arctic ice melts, so does their hope for survival. But we as humans hold the power to change the story. We can start by making small yet significant changes in our daily lives. By choosing to walk, bike, or take public transportation whenever possible, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and help slow down the warming of our planet. Simple actions like switching to energy-efficient light bulbs and unplugging electronics when not in use can make a big difference. By being mindful of our consumption habits and choosing to recycle, reduce waste, and choosing products with minimal packaging, we can lessen our environmental footprint. Every step, no matter how small, contributes to a larger positive impact. Remember, the future of our planet and the creatures that call it home is in our hands. By reducing our carbon footprint, supporting conservation efforts, and advocating for climate policies, we can help ensure that polar bears continue to roam the Arctic for generations to come.